Bloodsport once made audiences believe that the heroes in the ring were immortal, but reality was far more cruel. Nearly 4 decades have passed. Some of its stars suffered horrifying accidents, others saw their marriages fall apart because of intimate scenes, and a few have left this world forever. Let's look back together, for their stories will leave you speechless once you see what became of them. Jean-Claude Van Damme as Frank Dux. Jean-Claude Van Damme was born on October 18, 1960, in Belgium. When he was only 28, he played Frank Dux, the mysterious fighter who enters the underground Kumite tournament. This role transformed him from an unknown into a global star, ushering in Hollywood's first wave of European-style action films. Van Damme's private life, however, has been a storm of chaos and pain. He married 5 times and divorced 4, each union marked by tears and scandal. His marriage to Darcy Lapierre shocked the press when she accused him of abuse and drug addiction, leading the court to temporarily strip him of custody rights. He himself later admitted, "I lost my mind to fame." Loneliness, pressure, and celebrity dragged him into a spiral of addiction and infidelity, leaving fans stunned to learn that behind the muscles was a broken soul. In 1997, Van Damme was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition that made him soar one moment and crash the next, just like the violent punches and kicks on screen. During the 1990s, he spent up to $10,000 a week on cocaine, nearly destroying his career. After several rounds of treatment, he courageously got clean and went public about his illness, saying, "I'm not perfect. I'm just an extreme person trying to live better." Still, he must take mood stabilizers for life, and there were periods when he vanished from Hollywood due to depression. In 2025, at age 65, he continues to work in film. Though his glory has faded, the name "The Muscles from Brussels" remains an irreplaceable symbol. His net worth is estimated at around $30 million, coming from over 80 films and advertising contracts. Despite all the turmoil, he stands as a lasting symbol of resilience. Norman Burton as Helmer. Norman Burton was born on December 5, 1923, in New York. At 65 years old, he portrayed Helmer, the cold CID agent hunting Frank Dux in Bloodsport, 1988. Though it was a supporting role, he left a deep impression with his calm demeanor and seasoned gaze as a veteran actor. With over half a century in the craft, Burton was known as the man of small but irreplaceable roles. His married life, by contrast, was filled with quiet heartbreak. He married 3 times, to Shirley Evelyn Spitz, Grace Claire McLaughlin, and Helen Sloan, but none of these unions lasted a lifetime. Long shooting schedules and endless days away from home kept him torn between art and family. His first 2 wives left due to prolonged loneliness, and his 3rd wife passed away in 2002, leaving him in grief until the end of his days. Burton was never publicly known to suffer from any serious illness, but age slowly weakened him. He continued driving, traveling between the U.S. and Mexico, keeping to his solitary habits. Then, on November 29, 2003, just 6 days before his 80th birthday, he died in a car accident on the road from Ajijic, Mexico to California. His net worth at the time of his death was estimated at about $1 million, largely from more than 100 film and television roles, including Diamonds Are Forever and Planet of the Apes. He was buried simply and quietly, just as he had lived. Forrest Whitaker as Rawlins. Forrest Whitaker was born on July 15, 1961, in Texas, USA. When he appeared in Bloodsport, 1988, he was just 27 years old and played Rawlins, the agent chasing Frank Dux. Though it was a small role, it helped him attract attention in Hollywood and paved the way for many major roles later on, from The Last King of Scotland to Black Panther. But behind the spotlight, his marriage was filled with turbulence. Whitaker married actress Keisha Nash in 1996, and they had 2 daughters together, along with her child from a previous relationship. 25 years of marriage seemed solid, but in 2021 they officially divorced, citing irreconcilable differences. Rumors of infidelity and financial disputes made the separation bitter. He reportedly paid millions in alimony, facing both financial and emotional strain. Whitaker once admitted, "I can play a king, but I couldn't save my own marriage." Health-wise, he was born with ptosis, drooping of the left eyelid, which gives his gaze a distinctive look. Though he once considered surgery to improve his vision, he chose to keep it, seeing it as part of his identity. After the divorce, Whitaker went through a brief period of depression, undergoing therapy and meditation. He practices yoga, follows a vegetarian diet, and trains in Kenpo and Eskrima, habits that helped him regain balance after years of turmoil. By 2025, at age 64, Whitaker remains one of the most respected black actors in the world, with a career spanning more than 4 decades. He is a strategic investor in NBA Africa and the founder of the Whitaker Peace and Development Initiative. His net worth is estimated at around $25 million, earned from over 130 films, directing and producing work, and real estate in Hollywood Hills. Despite all the losses, he continues to stand strong. Roy Chiao as Senzo Tanaka. Roy Chiao was born on March 16, 1927, in Shanghai, China. He was 61 years old when he played Senzo Tanaka, the wise and strict mentor of Frank Dux in Bloodsport, 1988. Though brief, his performance was deeply emotional and earned him recognition in Western cinema after decades of dedication to Hong Kong film. Unlike many of his peers, Roy Chiao had a steady and simple marriage. He married Liu Yenping when he was young. She was a well-known DJ, and both were devoted Christians. The couple stayed together for life. No scandals, no divorce, just faith and love as their foundation. Though the pressures of emigrating to the United States in 1964 and his demanding film career sometimes kept them apart, Chiao always saw family as his refuge in the chaos of show business. His health gradually declined in his later years. He suffered 3 heart attacks before passing away on April 15, 1999, in Seattle, USA, at the age of 72. His sudden death deeply saddened the Asian artistic community. A devout Christian, Chiao spent his later years in ministry work and founded Artists' Home, an organization supporting elderly actors in Hong Kong. Roy Chiao's net worth at the time of his death was estimated at around $5 million, earned from more than 90 films, including Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Bloodsport. He was laid to rest in a simple Christian ceremony, leaving behind not only memorable performances, but also the legacy of a kind and humble artist. Bolo Yeung as Chong Li. Bolo Yeung was born on July 3, 1946, in Guangzhou, China. At 42 years old, he portrayed Chong Li, the brutal and terrifying rival of Frank Dux. With his muscular build and piercing stare, Bolo became one of the most iconic villains in martial arts cinema, earning the nickname the Chinese Hercules for decades. Bolo Yeung's married life has been private and remarkably stable, something rare in the film industry. He married a woman whose identity has never been publicly revealed, and together they have 3 children, David, Danny, and Deborah. No scandals, no divorces, just quiet years of family life amid countless relocations from China to Hong Kong and later to the United States. In the early years, immigration brought financial hardship and loneliness, but his warrior spirit helped him keep his family strong and united. In his later years, Bolo has maintained his physique through martial arts and bodybuilding, though he occasionally suffers from joint pain, the cost of decades of intense training. He once said, "Old age is not the enemy. It only tests whether you truly love martial arts." That determination has kept him in good health, making him an inspiration for younger generations in the global martial arts community. In 2025, at age 79, Bolo Yeung remains healthy and continues to teach martial arts in California. His net worth is estimated at around $1.5 million, earned from dozens of films such as Enter the Dragon, Double Impact, and from his martial arts training programs. He continues to embody the true spirit of the East. Leung as Mrs. Tanaka. Leung was born on January 7, 1929 in Hong Kong. At the age of 59, she played Mrs. Tanaka, the gentle and steadfast wife of Master Senzo Tanaka in Bloodsport, 1988. Though her role was small, she left a lasting impression with her graceful and tender performance, standing in contrast to the brutal world of martial arts surrounding her. Bloodsport was among more than 15 films she appeared in during her 6-decade career in Hong Kong cinema. Her marriage was peaceful and enduring. She married Leung in 1949, and they remained together until his passing in 2012. The couple had 3 children and stayed free of any scandal. In an industry often marked by turmoil, she was considered a model of devotion, an actress, a loving wife, and a devoted mother. However, illness took a toll on her final years. Leung passed away on August 13, 2019, in Hong Kong at the age of 90, after a long battle with cancer. The disease was discovered late, forcing her to undergo years of treatment at Hong Kong Buddhist Hospital. Despite the pain, she remained optimistic and continued to participate in charity work supporting heart disease patients, the same illness that had once threatened her husband's life. At the time of her death, Leung's net worth was estimated at about $500,000, mainly from her film and television work. She was laid to rest in Hong Kong in a modest ceremony, just as she lived, humble, resilient, and devoted entirely to her art. Donald Gibb as Ray Jackson. Donald Gibb was born on August 4, 1954, in New York, USA. He was 34 years old when he played Ray Jackson, the big, loyal, and somewhat hot-headed friend of Frank Dux in Bloodsport, 1988. With his massive physique and rough-edged charm, Gibb quickly became the embodiment of the gentle giant archetype on screen, leaving an unforgettable impression on audiences around the world. Behind his tough exterior was a simple and private man. Donald married Jacqueline Bauer in 1981, and together they have 1 child. He has always kept his family life away from the spotlight. He once admitted that behind Hollywood's glamour lies loneliness and years of professional uncertainty. When his career began to slow down, he chose to step back rather than chase fame, focusing instead on business ventures and a peaceful life with his wife and child, something many of his peers could never manage. Age brought its share of physical limits. Although he hasn't suffered from any major illnesses, Donald frequently deals with joint pain caused by years of sports training and action filming in his youth. Still, he remains optimistic, exercises regularly, and often attends fan events to share memories of Bloodsport, which he considers an inseparable part of his life. In 2025, at age 71, Donald Gibb lives with his family in Chicago and co-owns the popular karaoke bar Trader Todd's. His net worth is estimated at around $4 million, earned from both his film career and business ventures. He may no longer be a box office star, but he remains a beloved giant in the hearts of fans. Philip Chan as Captain Chen. Philip Chan was born on January 25, 1945 in Hong Kong. When he joined Bloodsport, 1988, he was 43 years old, playing Captain Chen, the stern police officer representing the law in the pursuit of Frank Dux. With his commanding presence and sharp gaze, Chan impressed audiences not only with his acting, but also with his real-life background. He had once served as an inspector in the Royal Hong Kong Police Force before turning to acting. His life has been free of scandals, but marked by the quiet perseverance of a man constantly torn between family and career. Philip Chan married young and built a stable family, yet the pressures of acting and management left him with little time for home. He once reflected that success had cost him many precious moments with his loved ones. Every bit of fame comes with a price. Even at 80, Chung remains in good health and has never reported any serious illnesses. He practices meditation every morning, maintains regular exercise, and follows a disciplined diet. This strict lifestyle has helped him become a model of professionalism and balance, both an artist and a successful businessman. He currently serves as CEO of Endless Idea Management and Grand Olympia Films, while also acting as a production consultant for numerous China-Hong Kong co-productions. In 2025, Philip Chan, now 80 years old, is still sharp and active in the Asian entertainment industry. His net worth is estimated at around $10 million, accumulated through acting, producing, and business ventures. More than just an actor, he stands as living proof that discipline, integrity, and passion can carry a man through every trial without losing himself. Leah Ayres as Janice Kent. Leah Ayres was born on May 28, 1957, in Maryland, USA. She was 31 years old when she played Janice Kent, the brave journalist and love interest of Frank Dux in Bloodsport, 1988. Though a gentle role in a violent film, her performance brought warmth and humanity, making her a familiar face on American screens in the late 1980s. By 2025, at 68 years old, Leah Ayres has left Hollywood behind in search of peace, far from the spotlight. Her personal life has known its share of turbulence. Leah married Warren Dillaway Ayres Jr. when she was very young, but the marriage quickly ended due to personality clashes and career pressures. She once admitted that the divorce left her lost for a long time. In 1991, she found stability again when she married screenwriter Bruce Kalish, who brought her the sense of safety and calm so rare in Hollywood. The couple had one son and have always kept their private life quiet, steering clear of controversy. Leah Ayres has not suffered from any serious illnesses, but after years in the entertainment industry, she grew tired of its stressful pace. She stepped away from acting to focus on personal wellness, turning to yoga as a form of healing. Teaching yoga to children helped her rediscover purpose, something fame could never give her. By 2025, Leah Ayres lives peacefully in California with her family, running a physical education program for children and advocating for mental health awareness. Her net worth is estimated at around $500,000, earned primarily through acting and education. Though no longer in front of the camera, Leah remains a symbol of grace, resilience, and rebirth. Michel Qissi as Suan Paredes. Michel Qissi was born on September 12, 1962, in Oujda, Morocco. When he appeared in Bloodsport, 1988, he was 26, playing Suan Paredes, a fearless fighter in the Kumite tournament. Though his screen time was brief, the film opened the doors for Qissi and his close friend, Jean-Claude Van Damme, to conquer Hollywood, forming one of the most iconic duos in late 20th century martial arts cinema. Behind that success lay years of struggle. Michel Qissi and Van Damme left Belgium for the United States with almost nothing, living in a run-down apartment and training every day just to survive. His career peaked when he played the villain Tong Po in Kickboxer, 1989, but his fame faded soon after as he rejected Hollywood's wild lifestyle. No scandals, no parties, only martial arts and cinema. In his personal life, Michel Qissi remains very private, never publicly disclosing any details about marriage. He devotes most of his time to family and social projects. Though he has no serious health issues, age has forced him to reduce his training intensity. He once said, "The body weakens, but the warrior spirit never dies." By 2025, at age 63, Michel Qissi divides his time between Morocco and Belgium, working on local film projects and teaching martial arts to underprivileged youth. His net worth is estimated at around $1 million, earned from film work and directing. Though no longer in Hollywood's spotlight, Qissi remains respected as a true legend of the martial arts world. Ken Siu as Victor Lin. Ken Siu, full name Kenneth Siu, was born in 1955 in Hong Kong. When he was about 33 years old, he played Victor Lin, the witty, energetic fighter who helped Frank Dux navigate the underground world of the Kumite in Bloodsport, 1988. Though a small part, his lively performance made him a recognizable face in late 1980s Asian martial arts cinema. Beyond acting, Ken Siu also worked as an assistant director, contributing behind the camera to several major action films. However, his career path was far from smooth. After Bloodsport brought him some recognition, Siu hoped to expand his career into Hollywood, but opportunities for Asian actors in the West at that time were extremely limited. Professional pressure and financial hardship took a toll on his personal life. Although he never spoke publicly about his marriage, friends said he went through periods of loneliness and disorientation, devoting most of his time to work and growing distant from family. In his final years, his health began to decline. Ken Siu suffered from heart disease and required long-term treatment, yet he continued working as if he feared time would run out. Colleagues recalled that even when he was weak, he would show up on set smiling, often saying, "I want to die while filming." That sentence would later become a bittersweet memory for those who had worked with him. On November 25, 2018, Ken Siu passed away at the age of 63. He left quietly, without fanfare, with an estimated net worth of around $500,000, mostly from film and directing work. Though his name was never as dazzling as other stars of his era, Ken Siu is remembered as a dedicated and passionate artist. Bernard Mariano as Hossein. Bernard Mariano was born around 1950 in Hong Kong to a Filipino family. When he appeared in Bloodsport, 1988, he was about 38 years old, playing Hossein, the hot-tempered fighter who challenges Frank Dux during the early moments of the Kumite tournament. Few know that Bernard was not a professional actor. He was offered the role after being discovered by the director in a gym in Wan Chai, where he was working out to earn extra money for university tuition. His life was marked by unexpected turns. Before crossing paths with cinema, Bernard studied English literature and history at the University of Hong Kong, dreaming of becoming a teacher. Although Bloodsport brought him brief fame, he didn't pursue acting as a long-term career. Financial pressures and the instability of the industry led him back to teaching, a safe but bittersweet decision. Those who knew him said he always kept a gentle smile, though his eyes carried the quiet sadness of someone who once let go of a dream. In his personal life, Bernard Mariano remained private, never speaking publicly about marriage. He loved children and often performed magic shows to bring joy to his students, a simple passion that helped him escape life's pressures. In middle age, he sustained a minor injury during the filming of Bloodsport when Jean-Claude Van Damme accidentally hit him in the face, knocking him unconscious. He often retold the story with laughter, calling it the most memorable moment of his life. By 2025, at age 75, Bernard Mariano still lives in Hong Kong, teaching English part-time and occasionally attending film events. His net worth is estimated at around $300,000, mostly from teaching and small performances. He may not have become a movie star, but he remains proof that cinema, even for a moment, can change a person's destiny. Chung as Toon. Chung was born in 1945 in Hong Kong. At 43 years old, he played Toon, the silver shorts fighter who was defeated in a brutal match against Paco in Bloodsport, 1988. Though a minor role, his powerful performance and mastery of Nanquan Sanda techniques left a lasting impression on audiences. By 2025, at age 80, Chung is regarded as one of the pioneers who helped bring Hong Kong martial arts to Hollywood. Behind the spotlight, his life was filled with hardship. Growing up in poverty, Chung worked from an early age to support his family before finding a path out through martial arts. He began his career as a stuntman in Jackie Chan's films, enduring dozens of serious injuries. During the 1980s, As action cinema reached its golden age, he worked almost non-stop, partly out of passion, partly out of financial necessity. His private life remains largely unknown, but colleagues have revealed that he endured marital strain caused by constant travel and exhaustion from years of physical work. The toughness of his profession left its mark on his body. At age 50, Chung broke his leg during a stunt, forcing him to rest for nearly a year. Combined with aging, his health declined rapidly, suffering from joint and spine problems, the price of decades of martial arts and stunt performance. Yet he never complained. He once said, "If I could choose again, I'd fall 100 more times as long as it's on set." In 2025, at 80 years old, Chung lives a simple life in Hong Kong, occasionally teaching martial arts to younger generations and collaborating on small film projects. His net worth is estimated at about $1 million, earned from a film career spanning more than 40 years. Though never an A-list star, Chung remains a symbol of the warrior's spirit. Paulo Tocha, as Paco. Paulo Tocha was born on December 12, 1955, in South Africa, to a Portuguese-Italian family. When he appeared in Bloodsport, 1988, he was 33 years old and played Paco, the fearless Muay Thai fighter known for his devastating knee strikes that made audiences shiver. This role not only helped the film become a legend, but also made Tocha the first person to introduce Muay Thai to Western moviegoers. His journey was far from easy. Growing up between Mozambique, South Africa, and later traveling to Hong Kong and Bangkok, Paulo lived like a man without a country, studying and fighting just to survive. He once slept on gym floors in Thailand, fighting as an amateur for food. Those years of struggle forged his strength and discipline, the same qualities that later made him shine on the Hollywood screen. Behind the scenes, he performed many of his own dangerous stunts, calling every fall a lesson in truth. But beyond the spotlight came silent suffering. In 2009, while shooting a commercial directed by Michael Mann, he suffered a severe knee fracture that required multiple surgeries. The injury nearly ended his career and sent him into a long period of depression. Yet he refused to give up. Instead, he turned to coaching and screenwriting, transforming physical pain into creative fuel. By 2025, at age 70, Paulo Tocha still lives in Los Angeles, teaching Muay Thai and working as a technical consultant for action films. He serves as vice president of the World Muay Thai Council of America, has been inducted into the Martial Arts Masters Hall of Fame, and was honored with the title Trainer of Champions. His net worth is estimated at around $1 million, earned through acting, coaching, and film production. More than 3 decades have passed, yet Bloodsport still lives on in the hearts of fans. But the fates of those who built that legend have changed in ways few could imagine. Which of them do you remember the most? And whose story surprised you the most? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more hidden stories behind the next cinematic legends.